welcome to my YouTube channel, Sophie to Lilith Horror Stories. So this is my first video, so hopefully you will enjoy, and please leave a like if you do enjoy this video. Today I'm going to be talking about Possessed Nun, the story of Isabella Thomas. She was born in 1645 and she was just 15 years old when she joined the convent in Italy, Sicily. It was there where she was baptised and renamed as Maria Crocifia della Concezione. I think I probably pronounced that wrong, and I'm really sorry about that. At the convent, often we teach order, work, peace and prayer. Sister Marie was very devoted. She was not at peace and she started telling others that the devil possessed her. I mean, could you imagine trying to lead a peaceful life and feeling like you're being possessed by the devil? I mean, she must have been pretty scared. I mean, I would be. So Sister Maria began to have visions, terrifying visions. She would scream at the altar and she'd pass out of the holy place. Maria was convinced that Satan was trying to turn her towards evil. He even forced her to stop worshipping the true God. It was said demons tormented her until eventually Satan himself took over the body. She claimed she was possessed and that he'd written a letter. It was said that the letter was tangled code of ancient Greek, Latin, Arabic, alphabet and occult symbols. I mean, is it real? I mean, do you think it's real? Do you think Satan himself would have wrote that letter? Or do you think maybe Maria had a mental health? And anything is really possible. No one knew what the letter said, not even Maria. According to reports, this was not the first time that Satan had called out a convert. In 1632, before Sister Maria claimed she was possessed, a devastating plague was killing many people. A group of 17 nuns hid themselves off in the Ursuline convent in London. They needed to stay healthy to those who survived the plague. They started acting strange, sealing themselves away, and began to do really bizarre things, like shouting at nothing. Some had terrifying visions. Others was barked like dogs. Yep, barked like dogs. The strangest behaviours did draw the attention to the convent, and other people saw what was happening around. Controversy started swirling around. The convent believed that they were possessed by Satan. The convent decided to launch an investigation. Nuns barking like dogs and shouting at nothing would be alarming, but I wouldn't imagine being stuck inside a long time would do strange things to the mind. Just like now, being in quarantine with this pandemic, people are starting to do bizarre things and act in bizarre ways. So, back to the story. So their findings, the investigation found that holy man, Father Urban Grander, was the person responsible for what was happening in the convent. He was believed to have been the dangerous sorcerer who signed a contract with Satan so he could cast dark spells and conjure wicked spirits that possessed the nuns. The trial began in 1634, where Urban was found guilty for his use of crimes of black magic and causing demonic possession on Ursuline nuns. He would be taken to a public on the square and fastened to a stake on a scaffold and then burnt to death. While he was alive, it was reported he did nothing to stop the reports of possession. I mean, a holy man of God makes a contract with the devil. Am I actually missing something here? It sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? Anyway, back to Maria's letter. When the nuns saw the letter, they took the claims very seriously. They put the letter out on display, and 343 years later, and some code breakers were trying to crack the code, and it was said to be in the language of Satan. It wasn't until 2017 that someone broke it. The nuns possessed in 1617, chilling letter had been translated. A team of scientists at the Ludium Science Centre in Catania broke the code. They went through some pretty dark places trying to decipher the letter. I mean, you can imagine the really dark places. They had to go on places on the dark web and programs that were used by the government. They managed to crack 50 lines of the code. Most of it was muddled and incorrect. What they believed said why Sister Maria would have gotten her in serious trouble. The scientists believed that she was a secret rebel or a blazer of her own mind was split from reality. In parts, they would decipher that Sister Maria claimed that God is an invention of man, and that God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost, all dead, thinks he frees mortals, but the system works for no one. She referenced a mythological river that lies at the edge of the underworld. That is actually in the Bible as well. What do you think? Was Maria really possessed? Is Satan writing that note? Is it really a hoax? I mean, if it is, it's a really good one, don't you think? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If you want to follow me, you can on Instagram. It's SophieToLilith_horror stories. I also have another account called Sophie to Lilith if you want to see what I look like. I will do videos eventually with my face. At the moment, I just don't have the space to be able to do that, but I will eventually. So hopefully stick by and see. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, please like. Thank you very much. Bye.